Good afternoon. It's August 9th, 2023, and today we had a downward day. Turns out on the daily chart, it is just a doji. So, I mean, you could predict this probably like 2 days ago. I think once this bar formed, it was pretty clear that we would go sideways. I mean, you never know, but for now, we're going sideways. You know, that could be it. What did I had something drawn yesterday. Yeah, let me get that mid range, or I mean that range drawn. We hit the measure move up here. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we're just going sideways because we're bouncing off this level of support. Um, so as of right now, 15 minutes to market close, it looks like a doji. Some really good trades today. This morning was a little tricky right in here, but then it was clear what was going on. Big sell-off, and then it reversed. So we'll take a look at these. I think right at 5 o'clock, we got this second entry short, and I don't really know how to describe this other than it's a trap. I mean, it's a second entry short, but how would you know we're not going long again? Well, this is a lower high, lower high, lower high, and it just looks like it's set up like a trap. That looks like a really nice bullish higher low. But then you get this, and it just looks like there will be enough people in there. These are matching lows. There will be enough people trapped in there, trapped long, that it would get you a scalp. And that's exactly what happens. And we form this channel down, and technically there's really no way. I don't think you can take this on the failure. First entry failed second entry, because it's kind of just a no man's land. This gives you confirmation of the trend, but it's just a very aggressive move. You get this lower high. Again, that's just aggressive. It looks good. It's tempting, but you can see we bounce off the midline a couple times, and then you get yet another one. And I think this was just, okay, 9 ticks. And it's just a trap. It takes a minute, though. And that's actually an inside bar. I forgot about that. So, I mean, you probably aren't going to hang on there. But then you get this quick break, move to a new low, and you get these matching bottoms. You get a 4-tick signal bar. So I like that to ride back to the EMA. Where it's a double bottom right at the overnight lows. So I think in this context, that's pretty good. I gotta delete this one. I don't think there's any way you're going short when you get that inside bar. That's so many dojis. Come down here, you get a failure, but I think it's just it just looks like it's in no man's land. Maybe if you have a trend line drawn, I don't think you would. Yeah, it doesn't really. Yeah, overshoot led to a break. Little second entry trap right there, but all these dojis, and we just broke out beneath the overnight lows, so you got to be very careful. We bounce down here, and then we start making some higher lows, and then you get a higher high up here, and then you get this lower high. So maybe you consider that, because there's still some sellers left over probably, but then we find consistent support down here. Could be a little higher than that, because then we get touches up here, but you can see that's just yeah, these closes. So we bounce, you get this lower high. I like that one. Very bearish bar. Then we come down here, and you get a few more bounces, and you get this higher low. So maybe you take that. Very bullish bar. It gives you a little heart attack, but I really think that a lot of people are just loading up on limit orders right there. So maybe that's what you want to do too. Then it comes back, and this is a way you could have gotten in on the biggest move of the day, but it goes sideways. And so I don't think this lower high, I don't think you want to take it. You're going into this midline. You can't, I didn't draw the midline, but the midline's obviously right there. But it looks like you could argue for it to be a double test. What else? It kind of looks like two legs back. But really it's just a range entry. So go sideways before it drops off. And I didn't see any good way to get in on this. Maybe you take, honestly, no, you wouldn't have confirmation. This is a second entry short, but the signal bar is no good. Just drops. Everyone's exiting. Don't get tempted by this stuff. Overshoot, new low, first entry, second entry. It doesn't make a new high, but damn, that's tempting. If you're patient, I guess you could take this lower high and you could look at it like a failure, like a little hidden failure right there. So yeah, now we got a new low and it reverses. And I don't think, this isn't even technically a reversal because you have a double bottom here, so it's just a higher low, but it looks like a reversal. I don't think you want to jump in this early. You get a break, matching high, probably traps all the shorts right there, and then it goes higher. And this is a nice trap right here because you got people going short from the double test, but we're above the EMA, and this was a really strong move up. Yeah. By the way, this is a two-legged pullback right here. I don't think you can go long yet. So you get this higher low, it traps all these people, and you find resistance at the measured move from the overnight range. And when that happens, then we have a break of this channel and a move to a new high. I like this lower high. You get a second entry short, lower high. Not a whole lot of room back to the EMA. That's the problem. But I like this. So 5 ticks back to the EMA. That's probably less. I don't think I did that quite there. Oh, yeah, just about. So I like this one. Then it goes higher. And then you get this one. This is a second entry short. And again, not a whole lot of room back to the EMA. But I like that double test off the measured move. Just for a scalp, and then you get a first entry, second entry long, confirming this trend line, and that's when you got to take it. And look at that, man! You would have gotten a lot of money off a single contract. Here, if you take it right there, that's 11 points on a single contract. If you take first close below the EMA, again, that's 11 points, but if you just ride this channel till you get an overshoot, problem is you might have had the highs a little, the highs you might have had like this. So yeah, if you had that, then you might not get a whole lot after an overshoot. But if you have your trend channel like this, and you're like, okay, well, let's wait until we get an overshoot. Let's see how big that move would be. About 25 points. So, it's really a good tool to learn the price action. I don't see any way to get in on this. After that, first entry, second entry, bad signal bar. Just a really nice uptrend. You can't take that second entry long, I don't think. Overshoot. I'm a little too nervous. You can see it just found resistance at the closing price from yesterday. I'm too nervous to be going short at this point. Uh, so I mean, maybe like this one's tempting right here, but then it's too far from the EMA for me. You get this slight overshoot that leads to a break, and you get a first entry, failed second entry. I like the way this sets up off that trend channel, looking for a new low, and super bullish bar right there. Ticks one tick higher, go on the engulfing bar, and that would have gotten you a really nice runner. Probably 15 points. And you'd be still going if you held it until it crossed the EMA, because we're going below the EMA. This could close within the range, and that'll be pretty significant. So a lot can change in the next 5 minutes till market closes, but that's how I'm seeing it right now. Hope everyone has a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.